Good afternoon, Nicholas Sai here, and welcome to the Nicholas Sai Show. So, if you saw my reaction video called Angry Grandpa Destroys Drone Reaction, of what I said of how Angry Grandpa destroys drone when Jesse decided to come talk to Pickleboy about what's going on. So right now, I'm doing another reaction video called Kidbehindacamera Exposed Reaction. So, here's where it all started for today's video. I already saw Jesse's video a few minutes ago, so here's what I found out. Jesse came to his house, and he knows how he used the drone to spy on Angry Grandpa, and he was so freaking ticked off. I mean, they got into a huge fight about everything that's going on, because I understand why. And I never seen Pickleboy cry like this. So I'm gonna tell you why. He been blaming on Jesse, and he blamed on Pickleboy for some reason. They got into a huge fight for some reason. And I don't know why that happens. And this is what Pickleboy knows for what Jesse did during the Cycle series, because I remember. What about when he flipped the table over in front of his father like that? When he flipped the table over when he said that he doesn't act right because he's not part of the family. He flipped the table over, and he threw the turkey back at him. And then, all of a sudden, he flipped the food over and decided to throw the other stuff at his father like that. Because of his brother filming. What about when he burned the Christmas tree down because he couldn't get the Wii? You know, the Wii U. Like 2 years ago. All the stuff he has done, dude. Like, how about he got kicked out of the house because he destroyed his trophies, dude? You know, his father's trophies. Causing him to burn his Wii U. And got kicked out of the game because he was disrespecting his father when he was making videos with his uncle. And then how about Pickleboy when I understand because they're divorced that what happened a long time, like 4 years ago. They got divorced 4 years ago. Pickleboy said that they were together for 25 years, and look at them now. They were separated because she's in New York. I really feel sorry for Pickleboy, man. He got an emotional breakdown which made him upset, dude. And he said that he had no friends because of what's going on between him and Angry Grandpa. Like, how about when, like last year, right? When Pickleboy, they reached over 1 million subscribers on Angry Grandpa's main channel. When I saw the video, right? They used the biohazard in the symbol says my butt stinks. Caused him to break his guitar that cost a lot of money that what Pickleboy done. And he got kicked out of the tattoo parlor, which like last year, and then a few days later, they were no longer together. He estranged him because he doesn't want him to Sunday dinner until he decided to go anyway. And then he doesn't want him to go to Sunday dinner after what he did by giving him a tattoo. And how about this? What about when Angry Grandpa's pole got run over? He got run over because he couldn't back him up. And that's why he moved into a tent for some reason. It's everything. And that's why Pickleboy and McJuggernuggets got into a huge fight for some reason. Of how he knows how he was lying the whole time because he never gets a job or anything for Jesse. And all of a sudden, they stop fighting until Pickleboy explains why. And he felt the same way. That's why it happens every time, dude. Because the only reason he got exposed is because of everything that is happening. And that's why the fight just over for some reason. I mean, it's everything. I mean, how about when... Remember, Pickleboy couldn't come to his father's house because it was gone viral. Like 2 years ago, right? During the holidays, right? He came to his son's house, right? His old house, right? He got that crowbar to break the PlayStation 4, which was made him upset. And that's why he doesn't accept his apology for breaking his PlayStation 4 last year after that happens. But it's everything. He got exposed for some reason. I mean, Pickleboy, I feel sorry for you, dude. I mean, I never seen you upset like this in front of Jesse. I mean, Jesse, I understand this, dude, but that breakdown that Pickleboy knows that of what happened between him and his mother because they got divorced. I mean, it's every time, though. I mean, they got into a huge fight because of this, and he knows how that happens. I mean, the reason I don't understand that, I understand why, is because the whole, between how, and of course, they were talking to each other when, on the phone last year. I mean, they talked to each other last year when that happens, but it's everything that's going on. And for some reason, it's like, the only reason that's going on between each other is that it's really what happened for his family, you know, Pickleboy's family, what happened with Jesse's family ever since. Like, when you said you guys got messed up families during when he was making the Cycle series last year, after you were sad that Angry Grandpa doesn't like you because of the tattoo situation. I mean, that was freaking intense, dude, for real. And all of a sudden, he did calm him down during this video. I mean, I never seen Pickleboy get upset like this in my entire life, dude. When he was fighting with Jesse. I mean, it's crazy because it's like every time I seen them get into a fight, just because it's everything. Like, the only thing I understand why he said he doesn't have any friends because of the whole video situation between him and Angry Grandpa. It's like everything that's happening. I never see him got a breakdown which makes him upset, dude. And Jesse, but I'm glad the Cycle series was over back in June after he shot his father like this. Which is fake, which I understand that. That was one heck of a series for real, though. I mean, it's like, I have no idea why, but Pickleboy knows what's going on. It's like unbelievable to make each other do really good for each other. But I'm really, really glad that it's over. I'm glad that's over with. I mean, the fight between him and the Juggernuggets are done. I mean, I'm really glad that's over with after the whole situation between each other. And like I said in the previous video, I love watching Angry Grandpa's videos of how they do pranks and stuff. And I also like Jesse's video, even though he does some vlogs now, to see what's going on between each other. So, I really feel sorry for you both. I mean, I hope you're okay, Pickleboy, because you're a great guy. And so is you, Jesse. I mean, I've never seen you crying like this in my entire life, man. Anyways, that concludes my reaction of how he got exposed. Because if you want to go to Big Juggernuggets video, just check this video out. Of how him and Pickleboy got into a huge fight and got an emotional breakdown between each other. I mean, it's sad. I really feel sorry for Pickleboy. But I'm glad that's over with after the whole fight going on between each other. I mean, even though he did through super him on Angry Grandpa's main video. But, you know, on his main channel. And Jesse, you're a great YouTuber, and so is you, Pickleboy. I will look forward to your videos on Pickleboy's video later on today. Anyways, I hope you guys have a happy Saturday afternoon. So be sure to check out my other video later on today. So, have a good afternoon, guys.